Alright, welcome back. D2 Philosopher here. Today we got another build video for you guys. We're gonna go over the Fire Druid. Okay, so this one I just put together here recently. Been doing some tests, changing some gear, looking at some different options here. Um, but overall, I think he does pretty well here. So let's take a look at what his gear is, or what I got set up here. So you can see for strength, I put enough just in for gear, okay, just so I can get everything on. Dexterity, base value, okay, this is a vitality build, so everything we will be putting into vitality, okay, any extra points go here. For energy, obviously nothing, again, okay, so pretty standard vitality build here. For my resistances, you can see my resistances aren't actually too bad. They could be worse, like fire resist. I am a fire druid with a fire shunder charm, so I have 60% resistance. That's pretty good in hell, considering all the negative resistant effects in hell. The other resistances obviously need a little bit more work still, so I might do an update. We'll see. Let's go over advanced stats really quickly just so you guys have an idea. Okay, regenerate mana 25%. Better chance of magic find 83%. So not really a magic find build. It could be a little bit. 83% isn't nothing, isn't zero. Faster cast rate, okay, 80% faster cast rate, 85% faster run and walk. Okay, poison length reduced by 50%. 25% damage taken goes to mana. Okay, half freeze duration, can't be frozen. And then enemy fire resistance, almost -40 there. Okay, and let's take a look at our gear here. Oops, gear. Buttons, can't find the right buttons. Okay. Good morning. Anyway, I should say it's morning for me, super early. I don't know what time it's going to be for you guys watching, but for me, I haven't got my coffee down yet, so bear with me. Oh yeah, weapons here. Okay, for my first hand here, I'm using Heart of the Oak. Okay, this Heart of the Oak isn't perfect. Like, it could have higher resistance, but you know, do with what you got. So this is a really good item for the druid, okay, especially for the fire druid or the elemental druid in general. Plus $3 skills, 40% faster cast rate, so it does help hit that faster cast rate breakpoint. And then you can also see increased maximum mana, 15%. Okay, Oak Sage, we already have not Oak, but we'll see which one is better. The one that the character actually has, or this one. Over for the helmet, okay, I'm using Flickering Flame. A pretty obvious fire choice, okay, fire skill choice, 3 to fire skills. We also have -11% enemy fire resistance, and then everything else as well. Poison resistance reduced, enhanced defense versus missiles, mana. So overall, this is just a really good rune word for any kind of fire build. Before this rune word existed, I'm pretty sure the option was just kind of like using shackle, right? +2 to skills, mana, health. But now we have Flickering Flame, so I'm using the Flickering Flame at the moment. This also helps with obviously getting up that fire resistance up to -60. So you can see without it, like, it's a huge difference. So Amulet, okay, Mara's Kaleidoscope. I'm using it just for obvious reasons. You could use other options here. Okay, so +2 skills, 30 resistance, really, is the short end of it. So you could use a Rising Sun amulet if you're finding you're having some problems in whatever Chaos Sanctuary where there's lots of fire immunes or things like that. But you know, I believe this one's pretty good overall, well-rounded amulet for this build. My shield, I'm using a Phoenix shield. Okay, I wanted that and negative 28% to enemy fire resistance. Okay, gives me a little bit of life, a little bit more fire resistance, fire absorb as well. Okay, and then obvious reasons that level 10 redemption aura when equipped. So that's going to help with survivability and obviously regenerating mana and life. For our armor, I'm using an Enigma. Okay, I put it in Mage Plate. You could use different bases for this, but I figured Mage Plate was a good option for now. Low strength requirement on that. It isn't perfect, so this is the one I rolled that was 10 off from perfect, so it's pretty good. Um, Mage Fist, okay, for our gloves, obvious choice. One fire skills, faster cast rate again, and regenerate mana. Okay. Raven Frost, okay, it cannot be frozen. Really, the only reason I threw that in here, you can see it's not a very good Raven Frost. Reacted Mesh, okay, a little bit more faster cast rate, and then +1 to skills, okay, and a little bit of mana as well. Stone of Jordan, okay, 1 no skills and increase in mana. You could use a, what's it called, a BK ring in this one if you wanted to go a little bit more life. So if you want a little bit more survivability, I would switch that out and put on one of those BK rings. And in the boots, I put in alders just for a little bit more fire resistance because, well, I do have that fire shunder charm here. So I have a monster immunity is shundered for the fire, and then fire resist is negative 75%. So it's not perfect, so I need that little extra boost to make sure the resistance was okay. And I do have one elemental skill I found just recently. That's pretty much it. Torch. 3 to Druid skills, okay. 16 to 19. And an Annulus small charm, okay. One of those skills, 14, 19. So that's our basic build here. On the swap, okay, I just have a Spirit Sword in here that rolled terrible. And the Spirit Shield, which rolled a little better. Okay, I'm gonna switch this out to Call to Arms. I just don't have the runes yet for that, so that will be the next upgrade for this guy. Looking at our Merc, so on the Merc, okay, I put on Insight, Meditation Aura, just to make sure our mana stays up. Okay, this Merc does have Prayer, so he's going to be healing our life as well. So mana and life obviously help out because this guy is mainly like a caster type. I put on Tels. Why did I put on Tels? I think that's all I had laying around, to be honest. And the mask. So whatever, pretty basic Merc, but he does the job. So that's the basic build here for the Fire Druid. Let me just take him out here to show you guys kind of how it works. So first we just start off with a little bit of our summons. I will take a look at the skill tree as soon as I finish these guys here. So Armageddon is going to be doing most of the damage here. You can see Fissure, and you can also put on the Volcano as well if you need it. That's pretty much the basic Fire Druid. Most of his skills are on cooldown, so you don't have to. So you really don't need that extra faster cast rate, but it does help when you're teleporting around and you're trying to get away from it. So you can see pretty good survivability. That Feeding Shield helps instantly reviving your life or mana, whichever gets depleted. Recasting Armageddon. You know, you can actually take out mobs with just Armageddon. It just takes a little bit longer, but well, yeah, it's pretty good right now. So let's take a look here at our skills really quick, just so you guys can see what I did. For the skill tree, I did basic, like Fire Druid, straight down the line here. Okay. I did max out Molten Boulder last, just because I'm using really Fissure, Firestorm, and Volcano. Shape-shifting, nothing. Summoning, 1 point wonders all the way down, just so I have a little bit of a meat shield there while I'm playing. And yeah, other than that, that's my Druid build. So if I take a look at my damages, if I put on Armageddon, my Armageddon is doing around 8,000. So that's pretty good. Firestorm 3,500. We have Volcano at around 2 grand. And then Fissure at around 3,500. Okay, so those are the damage outputs that we'll be doing. He even works, you know, and is viable in like Chaos Sanctuary, where we do have all of those fire immunities. Let's take a quick look here. The kill speed is actually pretty good still. Let's get to the Sanctuary. So you just kind of basically do a volcano by the Fissure and wait. Maybe move, make sure nobody sneaks up on you. And that's pretty much the basic build here. Those were in the lead pack there, you can see. I want to find a really good Druid helmet for him, but I just haven't come across one yet, so if I find one, I will do an update video. But it might be hard to find one that's gonna, you know, be any better than doing the Flicker Flame Rune Orb, to be honest. Might be hard to find one. We'll see. We will see. Fissure Volcano, and then just kind of wait for everyone to die. Fissure Volcano. Can't really telestomp really well. What's it called? Telestomp? Teleport stomp? Because you don't have like that. I might try to do a hybrid with both elements, see how it works. Nice. So he's not as quick, obviously, as some builds, but he's a Fire Druid, right? He was never that good anyway in Diablo, and Lord of Destruction. I think he's stronger now though than he was back there, so that's cool. You know, it's actually a little bit more playable. That's pretty much his play style. I will do some runs with this build just because I think it'll be fun. I think the fire animation is super cool, and obviously when you're zoomed in, you actually get to see all the really cool and new animations that they added into the game. So I'll be doing some runs. I'll post them probably later this week, I think. So stay tuned for that if you guys like watching those runs. I think I'm gonna put actually my video with the runs, like I haven't been in the past, but now I don't know, I'm getting this editing thing figured out a little better, so I think I will be doing that now. Make it look a little more interesting. It's not dead yet. So a pretty decent chaos run, right? Not too many troubles. I haven't even cast Firestorm once yet. Let's do some Firestorm. Grand shot. Damn, cool. Okay. Whoa. Not paying attention. Let's pop up here. There we go. So the Diablo, like the boss killing speed on this guy could be better, but I'm not sure how yet. Maybe I should get like a, what's the sword? Ancient armor. So yeah, all those guys there that mob power I just killed, those are all fire immunes, and you can see no real issues. Get a Fissure and Volcano going on, and we just backfire. And there's Diablo. Alright, so that is the Fire Druid. Now let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe if you like the video. And I'll catch you next time for the next video. I do have a fire source on the way. But yeah, she's still getting leveled. So tune back in soon for that. And I'll see you next time. Peace.